Yo.
I'm just gonna start. Hello guys, welcome back to the Top of Your Philippines podcast. Sorry kung tawa kami ng tawa. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yes.
So for this episode, since it's been a while, we're gonna run through the launches of the past month. It's been quite the quarter.
It's been quite a quarter. It's been a lot of launches.
Over the past 30 days alone.
Yeah.
What are we gonna start with?
HRV.
The HRV hybrid, in case you missed it.
Okay, HRV we've covered a couple of times already, but this time around we actually do know what the features are this time as well as the prices. Prices start at 1,450 for the entry level model. What do you guys think?
You know, it's actually a pretty good deal. No, I think the HRV, it's a SUV that's a bit slept on. Nobody really looks at it as much until you actually try it, and then suddenly it makes a lot of sense.
And honestly, I thought the hybrid would be much more expensive because the hybrid is 1,799,000, diba?
Yeah.
Parang when they teased it, it would be between 1.7 to 1.95.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be near 2 million, but at least it's not. Kasi had they priced it like 1.85 to 1.9, that's done for. Walang
Yeah.
bibili nun. But
I mean, to be fair, the HRV EHEV is still more expensive than the Corolla Cross.
at least it's not that far off from the old turbo.
Yes.
Kasi the RS Turbo was near 1.7, diba? Before this.
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah.
Yeah. So at least hindi naman siya sobrang layo. And I expect it to be good. Like, we've driven the Honda hybrids, so it should be fun to
Yeah, and this is the first time we're getting the 1.5 EHEV.
Yeah.
So
Baka mas matipid.
I'm
Baka mas
sure it
matipid.
will be. And for those looking for that JDM experience, then that is literally the version they sell in Japan. The hybrid
JDM.
HRV. Just put Vesel badges on it, you're good.
And that brings us to the next one, another hybrid. You drove this one. We haven't discussed this on the podcast yet. The X5 PHEV.
Right.
You drove this.
Okay. Can I just say, BMW claimed like a 0 to 100 time of 4.8 seconds in that thing? They're lying.
You said it was faster.
It felt faster than that. And
It was a bit ridiculous because I had a small go in the X5
Yeah.
PHEV when we had it, and so at first I floored it, and it's like, okay, it's fast,
Yeah.
diba? And then you were like, no, put it in sport mode. So I popped into the sport mode. When I floored it, suddenly it's like, oh no.
okay, we've driven faster cars. We'll admit that.
Yes,
but it's big.
But yeah, it's big. And,
it's heavy.
yeah.
and like I've ridden in your X5.
Yeah,
And it felt powerful for a big SUV. And
This
I
is
can't
twice as
imagine-
fast.
I can't imagine the X5 PHEV.
Okay. Just looking around in on foreign publications, they're recording 0 to 100 times of 3.8, and
That's
felt
stupid
like
fast.
it's stupid fast,
Second faster than what they
claimed. Yeah.
and it sounds really good because
Oh,
that
yeah.
straight six is
Electric range on that is how much? How long?
110 or something.
110.
Electric only?
About 100. Yeah.
Yeah,
For a plug-in hybrid, I mean, I'm a new believer in plug-in hybrids.
it makes sense because if you don't have a charger at home, you don't want to jostle with all the other people in the malls looking for a charger. Plug-in hybrids work because if like, sige, you can't charge, just put gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If you're in the city, you won't need to gas up as much, if at all.
And ganito na lang. I had it for a couple of days. I had a day and a half where it just read 99.5 kilometers per liter.
Because it wasn't using any gas
It
at all.
was
But when it was using gas, what were you getting? You were saying
about
70?
7.5. So it's still not bad. It's okay. For a hybrid, it sounds terrible.
When completely
Like
drained.
depleted. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's still not bad for something that has about 500 horsepower.
Yeah, and yeah, unless you're going on a super long out-of-town road trip, you're not gonna use all of your range and then use up all of your fuel tank, diba?
Yeah.
Even if you're going like Subic, hindi mo mauubos yung fuel tank mo. So by the time you're heading home, you're probably gonna have battery again, diba? So it's
Yeah.
overall it should be more fuel economic.
And how much is it? Because that's the part that annoys me the most.
6,990.
How much was your
So it's
expense?
$1 million. It's $1 million less than actually almost $2 million less
Than the diesel, the current
than the
diesel.
diesel M Sport.
Yeah.
Stupid. Like, wala eh. It came in 2 years late.
Yeah, it's
A
fine.
year and a half.
I'm not bitter at all, Spencer.
All right, so what's the next one?
Another hybrid.
The hybrid. Ang daming hybrids.
Medyo maraming hybrid.
I just realized it now. Like, we're looking back on it.
Yeah.
Kia Sorento Hybrid.
Oh my God, there's a
None
lot
of us drove it. But at least you drove the Carnival Hybrid.
Yeah.
It has the same powertrain.
I think the main highlight here is the price because it's
Wait, but none of us drove it because Nikki drove it for
Yeah,
us.
Nikki.
yeah.
But I remember we were in the launch. We were standing around while they were pulling the carpet. Like, oh, okay. They pulled up the cover. It's like, oh, it looks nice. Good on. And then I remember Anton was like, oh, if they undercut the Santa Fe.
If they
it
undercut
would
the
be
Santa
good.
Fe Hybrid, yeah, it's a sibling rivalry.
So he was like, it's probably like 2.7.
No.
How much is it?
2.5?
Okay, the Okay.
2.5?
the all-wheel drive version is 2.7, 2.8 million.
Yes.
The
That was
two-wheel
expected.
drive, yeah, as expected, it's top of the line. And it undercut the Santa Fe Hybrid by about 700,000 pesos.
2M for the
Yeah.
base.
Yeah, 2M for the base. So it also, it also railroaded the Tucson Hybrid, the CRV, the RAV4, everything.
It's 3 rows.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's
zero.
cheaper than CRV.
It
And it's
just
a nice interior.
it just ran over everyone in that price range.
I mean, I drove the gasoline powered one, and the old diesel powered one, but it's really nice interior. I mean, I like how the Hyundais and Kias have leveled up in terms of their cabin.
Oh yeah.
All right, so next up is
The next one, speaking of RAV4, it's a Toyota.
Actually, we forgot to list the other one. There are two Toyotas.
There are 2 Toyotas that
The GR Yaris Matic, the updated one, of course, with the manual, and the manual Supra. So, dalawang launches yan.
So we went from saving fuel to just burning it all in one go.
So they gave us the Matic for the GR Yaris and the stick shift for the Supra. Like,
which is perfect because everyone should have
Yeah,
options.
covered everything. And what do you guys think about the Matic GR Yaris? Daily, pan-daily.
Okay. Okay. I'm a
Anton has
little-
thoughts, I think.
because the Matic GRS, it's like maybe because it doesn't have the same lineage or like it doesn't have the same bloodline as say a Celica. I guess it's okay for it to have a Matic, but at the same time, it's like I thought this was a homologation special. It should
Yeah.
be manual only. It should be hardcore. Everything.
Oh, but also remember, homologation is how many units? I'm pretty sure they've
Just
sold-
5,000 units.
They've sold way more than that. So I think now they can do whatever they want, which is nice for us.
Well, actually, okay, a bit of nerd talk here, guys. The reason why we have a facelifted GR Yaris is because of, Toyota wanted to do aerodynamic enhancements on it for the real rally car. And rules dictate that whatever changes you do on the race car, you have to do on the road car. And this is why homologation rules are epic because you're really getting the race car stuff on
Although
the road car.
in the rally car, the GR Yaris rally car, is it not a semi-automatic gearbox?
It is a
SMT, diba? It's the
it's a
typical rally car.
sequential. Yeah.
So you can say that you can put any manual or automatic in it because
It
it's
has a
not
clutch
really,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, it has a clutch. But yeah, the Matic GR Yaris, I get the appeal. You can daily it, but at the same time, let's say you want to go on.
If you're looking at it with the motorsports heritage and all, it does feel a bit sacrilegious. Like it's like putting a Matic on the FL5 and
Or a CVT in an STI. Like that.
Oh yeah.
But I love the GR Yaris. I love the GR Yaris, and I like the idea of a Matic. I mean, well, we have a Matic Miata. It's a different story, I know, but it doesn't really. It takes away a bit of the driving pressure out of it. But the Matic GR Yaris really does appeal to me.
But end of the day, the fact that you have a choice, so yung mga nagsasabing, save the manuals, ganyan, put your money where your mouth is and buy the manual.
As long as may options.
Yeah,
As long as may options.
there's an option. So those who say
Di tulad ng mga Civics na wala na talagang manual entirely, di ba?
Yeah.
the regular Civic, yeah.
So the GR Yaris automatic is an 8-speed is it shared with other cars?
It is not.
It's
It
not.
is a direct shift automatic,
Okay.
as they say in
Dual
Toyota.
clutch?
It's not.
Oh,
Sorry, when you say direct shift, I'm thinking for dual clutch.
Oh no, not that case.
so it's not dual clutch.
It's not dual
Traditional
clutch.
automatic.
It is a very snappy,
Single clutch automatic.
no clutches. It's a traditional torque converter,
Torque converter.
pero direct shift.
Will we ever get to drive it? I do not know.
Hi Toyota.
I'm hopeful we get. to at least
Just buy it.
try it. Sige, buy it, boss.
I'm in a midlife crisis.
No,
He's looking for a sports car.
don't make Carlo buy it because we won't have sweldo.
We don't do that. We don't do that.
So, and then with that, of course, we also have the manual Supra.
Which is great.
that I can imagine.
Okay.
It's gonna be so much
This is
fun.
the
right?
funny part though. So the GR Yaris gets a Matic to broaden its appeal, and the Supra gets the transmission it always deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's at the end of its life, so parang okay, thanks guys.
But still, like you guys drove the. Did you guys drive the?
No,
The,
I've driven the Z4. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
well, the six cylinder, the manual Supra would be so much fun. Kasi hindi ko ma-imagine yung GTR with a manual. Parang ganun yung, hindi naman ganung level, pero like big Grand Tourer na matulin, na malakas.
So just
With
out
the
of
stick shift.
curiosity, manual Mustang or manual Supra?
Manual Supra.
Really? Okay.
Manual Supra.
Even if it's a BMW manual,
Okay lang.
because it is, diba?
It is, yeah.
And if you've driven a BMW manual, the one thing that'll stick out to you is
It's a bit rubbery.
it's a bit rubbery.
I haven't driven a BMW manual.
Spence.
Maybe that's
you
why.
want to?
No. Maybe that's why okay lang sa akin.
No, it's not bad. It's just different.
It's okay.
We'll see if
Pag nasanay ka with the Japanese shifters na like they're very,
Yeah, this one's a bit more
rubbery.
rubbery.
we'll see if we get to drive the manual Supra, what we all think about it.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
BMW does it on purpose, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, that feel is the BMW feel, but it's interesting then. And speaking of cars, there is no segue to this. There was a pretty big pickup that was launched. We saw one this morning in the parking lot,
Back to AC mobility we go.
and back to hybrids,
Back to hybrid.
Electrified vehicles.
electrified
yeah.
vehicles.
It's the BYD Shark 6 DMO. I'm sure a lot of you have been buzzing about this. During
Yeah.
the launch, you guys were there and they released 30 units to the first 30 customers. Tama
Yeah.
ba? 30?
30.
Ay, hindi pala.
30
ikaw,
units,
nabili
yeah.
pala. Oo.
It was a bit. It was a big launch. I think AC Mobility really invested a lot.
Yeah.
They had like 4 days yata of shooting and
Oh,
everything.
we're driving it.
Yes.
I just remembered.
Yeah.
Aaron and I are going to the drive next week. So by the time this airs, we will have been
We would have been
driving.
driven.
Driving.
Unless-
Not driven. Driving.
Unless I edit it now and then post it tomorrow. But
Well, hindi ba?
the BYD Shark for me was interesting because I have friends also asking because they were looking for a pickup truck and a pickup truck that is electrified. And this is literally the only one. It's the only electrified pickup truck that counts as a full hybrid or
And-
at least DMO.
And you know it's a bit expensive and more on the premium side. But how much are the top of the line pickups these days anyway, diba? Magkano na Raptor, magkano na Hilux GRS?
Okay, Hilux GRS is
Anyway.
Hilux GRS is 2.2, Virgin 123.
It's expensive na
How
din.
much is the Shark 6?
Bili magkano yung ano? Yung top of the line na Sharks.
2.3, diba?
2.4.
2.298.
2.298.
Okay.
2.3.
Tapos the entry level is mga 2.1. 2.1 thereabouts.
2M for a and at 2M is it all-wheel drive? It is there.
Yes.
4-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive na siya. And
It's just
400 horsepower. It is the cheapest way to get 400 horsepower.
Diba parang and we've driven the BYDs and I mean those range extended powertrains are actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
They're very smooth and you know we've been used to these diesel pickups with the turbos. So I am curious to see what a very very responsive throttle on a big ass pickup would feel like.
Although technically it's not that big. It's like normal pickup size.
It's mid-size.
yeah.
Hindi siya F-150.
But I mean it's like it's a big machine
Oo.
with
And-
no turbo lag
Okay.
whatsoever. It's gonna be
One of two things can happen on the owner's side. I mean, I think this thing should come with a warning label because it's 400 horsepower for like 2 million pesos.
No, but that's just the reality of what the cars we're getting now. Because the Seal had a lot of power also.
yeah, so much power. More power than the wheels the tires can handle.
Yeah, so the BYD Shark for me is interesting because a lot of people, like me included, parang it's hard for us to invest in EVs because we don't have chargers
Yeah,
at home.
yeah.
But with DMO and like the PHEVs that we were talking about earlier, you just plug it in. If you run out of electricity, you have a motor generator that can power the battery and everything. So
And dami naman nakakondo na nagpe-pick up. So, 'di ba? If you're looking for a hybrid, and I think this is what pickup owners are missing out on. coding exemption, di ba? That's what you never really get.
Those who do buy the Shark 6, well, join the club. You can also join your fellow Sea Lion 6 owners in the charging station.
Let's be real, di ba? Parang puro mall crawlers lang din naman yung mga pick-up sa Metro Manila. Magiging mall crawler lang din yung karamihan ng mga Sharks. So,
Although you guys were in the event when they launched it, they did
nag-off-road sila.
off-road stuff.
Yeah, they did.
I think it's pretty capable. But of course,
Ano naman?
I would really like us to be able to really just, I wouldn't say abuse it, 'cause that's wrong.
Abuse it is important.
okay, fine.
Kasi like abusing it is also testing it in like crazy situations.
Dali natin sa Jungle Base, dali natin sa Sacobia. Jungle
Tibis
Base for
Farm.
the more hardcore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tibis din.
Tibis Farm to see how much scratches it can survive.
Sa sunod na balik natin doon, mas clear na yung path.
We'll forge a new path.
Tatabi
Just
natin
for
sa
the
mga kambing.
and the horses.
The horses, yeah. So we all know naman that this is coming. It's the all-new Patrol.
Yes.
They've confirmed it that it is arriving and we are driving it next week. So by the time this airs in a few days. And interestingly enough, we were able to borrow the old Patrol. So we're going to be able to do a side-by-side comparo. And I've heard from a few friends that some overseas publications have not been raving about the all-new Patrol.
Even the guys from our
Top
bosses
tier.
in the UK.
Pero yun, di ba? Parang, it looks good.
It looks good.
I really like how it looks. But if it's lackluster performance, that's gonna be sad. We'll see. We'll see. I'm really excited to try this out because I was supposed to drive this in Saudi Arabia.
boy.
But the drive did not push through for the Philippine contingent. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. Santa Elena, medyo maikling drive lang, just like with the Roma Spider set.
So if like we're playing golf that day and we see a car going over the sand dunes. I'm like,
Maybe we're driving on the golf course.
no, but like for me the Patrol is an interesting car kasi
V6
it's going up against so much competition now. The Prado's the best it's ever been.
Well,
the LC300's the best it's ever been.
It has to bring its A game.
And
Yes, bring
it has to bring its A game for another reason because Nissan, well, okay.
Yeah.
While we're talking about these things, Nissan has a new CEO effective April 1 in the name of Ivan Espinosa. He replaces Makoto Ishida. Nice segue. Nissan pa rin. So this is why the Patrol has to be very good.
Although if it's not, he can just blame his predecessor.
And what make a new Patrol?
Overnight.
Change the engine.
No, but for me, I don't think naman it'll be bad.
I think the smaller displacement
Might have a hard time.
The non-turbo will be bad, but I don't think we're gonna get that. Yeah, and regardless of what it'll turn out like I have the new Patrol. That's it. That's all you need to know.
And it looks good.
Yeah. So
It looks good.
if it doesn't perform, well, just keep it in your garage or drive it in the city. Okay, just kidding. But I'm hopeful. Looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Although I feel that they missed an opportunity to make it electrified in some way.
Well, the LC isn't yet, so they're not in a rush.
They could have taken the lead there. But
Wait, the LC. The LC you can get electrified. LX700H. Speaking of, that's another one.
Kanina, kahapon lang. Kaka-announce lang.
Yeah,
So the
and-
LX700H.
Lexus clarified with us they're not dropping the 570.
Yeah. That's 600.
600.
600, sorry. They're not dropping the 600. This is just in addition to the 600.
How much is the 700H?
11.
Dun, 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 dun.
11.2.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the LX600 is 10.
10.
So at that price, you add a little bit more, you get a hybrid na.
I wonder what's the fuel economy on the 700H. They're not going to be activating any demo units.
I don't think it's gonna be massively different, but tepid enough.
Maybe.
But again, they don't really care about fuel economy in that segment of the market.
You know what they care about?
Coding.
457 horsepower.
Coding. Well, yeah, both.
Okay.
Both.
If you are that wealthy, do you really think you just have one car?
Oo nga, no? May coding car ka na eh. No. But at least you can use your Lexus every day.
It's like, ay, nakalimutan
Or your
ko.
big Lexus every day.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I think it'll do well because the 600 has been sold out for so long also.
It looks really good also.
Oh, so we'll see. Gosh, but yeah, so that's all the time we have for this month, and what little time we have because there's so many things happening.
And what date is it? It's March. In a month or so, it's going to be the Manila International Auto Show. So expect more activity in the market.
And
the
in a
next
week
quarter.
or so,
Oh,
it's Bangkok International
pala,
Motor Show.
sorry.
And
So-
the week after that is the Autobike Jakarta.
Wait,
There's a lot.
Okay, mauna Mias.
Okay.
Mauna Mias.
So-
So we have BIMS, gonna be busy, then Mias. So,
Oh, shucks.
dami.
Billy's going to Shanghai.
Oh, may Shanghai Auto
May
Show
Shanghai pa.
Yeah.
Shanghai Auto Show pa. So,
So,
daming balita.
by the end of this month and by the end of April, we will be very homesick.
It's just gonna be one motor show per podcast. We're gonna na lang.
No, but it's interesting. It's interesting. Diba? I think Mia's at the end of the day is still one of our biggest motor
course, of
shows.
course.
Although this year, 17 out of 24 are Chinese brands.
I think it's even worse than last year. So
And then last year, they had SMX and World
and
Trade.
this year it's just World Trade.
Just one location.
Let's pray to God it doesn't rain.
And I hope
got it,
that they laid it out properly this year. So we'll see. Still looking forward to it. At the end of the day, it's lots of new cars. Always fun to watch.
BIMS muna, mas masaya naman yun eh.
BIMS would be a little bit overwhelming. It's Anton's first time.
Yep.
Anton, Charles's first time. Well, Charles's first time around the BIMS. You and Joyce are going for the second year in a row. So you guys enjoy. And our experience last year was great.
It was.
BIMS is amazing. BIMS
I'm
is
gonna
awesome.
eat and gain 10 pounds.
No, just
Oh,
go.
you don't understand. Every booth,
You go to, you get coffee. Or
Because-
you get food.
very good coffee and very good food.
And sa media day lang sila nag-offer ng pagkain. So, sulitin nyo na. Kasi bumalik ako the next day, nagpagtingin ko, parang nag-iba yung layout ng booth.
Yeah.
Parang wala yung pagkain.
For the customer day.
Were you expecting more?
Expecting more. Dude, yung Audi Coffee Academics yung kapitan.
Wait, what?
And then BMW set up the entire Bangkok Peninsula, like bar and food setup.
Like,
It was
hardcore.
really
dude.
good.
Hardcore. The
Alright,
media
so-
day is the best.
It's the best.
So day one, let's starve ourselves the day before.
No,
Wait,
they
ito,
won. There's already a
May-
good Thai place in Impact Challenger.
Tapos merong food yung media sa media room.
It's a
There's
buffet.
dedicated lunch for the media. But at that point, pag kain ka ng kain sa lahat, hindi ka magugutom.
I mean, like you have the option to go to the media lunch room, which is a full-on like banquet
Buffet
room,
talaga.
buffet, like many buffet
Sobrang
tables.
tayo pagkain. Tapos meron pa pagkain sa media room.
Yes.
There's a separate media room with free-flowing snacks 24/7.
And Wi-Fi, and then there's a separate
Chargers,
lunch
tables,
and dinner media room. Just
The
for-
dream motor show setup. This has been Leander.
and Carlo.
And Anton.
We'll see you guys in the next podcast episode.
See ya.